Hey guys, it's Chris Prefontaine with PrePropertySolutions.com. This question comes from sellers quite often, and we do deals quite often with this category, and that is if you owe too much on your property relative to the market value. I can give you numerous examples, but the most recent one we took over, obviously for privacy reasons won't give you the address, but the most recent one we did was mortgages due, there's two of them, of around $240,000. Loan was current, so different circumstances if it's in arrears, different answer altogether. Value today, if you took a snapshot, as is, I'm going to say is probably between 218 and 225. The payments on this were such that in our rent-to-own program, we can handle it where we can profitably bring someone in, get their credit cleaned up, and get this whole thing cashed out. However, from your standpoint as a seller watching this, this 240 obviously needs time to come down in principal and the market to come back up. So we do a much longer term. We sometimes take the deed over and just pay your payments directly. Sometimes we'll do a long-term lease. I've done them 5, 7 years. It's almost a moot point. The bottom line is instead of you leaving your home to a foreclosure or doing a short sale, both of which are going to beat up your credit and have you start paddling all over again, instead of doing those, we keep it current. This stays current every single month, and you'll see that online or however you wish to track it, and your credit stays good. And then at some point in the future, that's cashed out and your name's off of it. So whether we take the deed on the property and pay it directly, or do a lease purchase with the property and pay it directly, it's covered from your standpoint. So don't let an over-leveraged property throw you off. A lot of times, in fact, that particular seller said to me when I called him, he got a letter from us, and when I called him, he said, well, you probably don't want my property. And I said, why? He said, well, it's an old cesspool, it needs to be redone, and I owe more than it's worth. That was how the conversation started. And we actually bought that property. It's a done deal. So don't let that slow you down. Call me with your particulars or submit your particulars on the seller section of this website. And by all means, I look forward to chatting with you real soon.